Hello all my makeup freaks and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Stephanie. So today I decided to do this kind of fall glam look using the Where the Light Is palette from Colorpop by Kathleen Lights. I tried to use as much Colorpop products in this tutorial as I could, and for whatever reason I forgot to zoom in while I was doing it, so it was going to be like at this angle and everything, but I still think it is a cute look and I think you'll be able to see it enough to kind of get the general idea. One last thing before we get into that is I do want to do a Q&A video in the next couple of days or weeks, depending on how many questions I get and how fast I get them. So please make sure, like, down below to leave me any kind of questions. They can be personal questions, they can be funny questions, they can be about makeup, they can be about like whatever, you know. Don't think I'll be offended. You know, I'm pretty open on my channel. So here we go. Don't forget to ask me questions and don't forget to subscribe, and let's get into this tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to be using Where the Light Is palette today, and I really do think this is a very cute, like, neutral palette. I say palette, but it's actually like 4 individual shadows just made to kind of go together. So I'm going to be taking Cornelius, which is a matte, kind of warm brown orange shade. Let me pick what brush I want to use. I'm going to take this BH Cosmetic, just like kind of pencil pointer brush. I really do like these BH Cosmetic brushes for the Colorpop shadows. So I'm just going to pick up some Cornelius, and this is going to be in my crease. It's kind of my transition shade. I'm just going to put this all in my crease, all the way over, up a little bit above my crease. And I do already have my foundation on, I have concealer, I have my brows done. I did use my Colorpop brow for that. I'll have everything listed below what I have, and I also do have the Urban Decay primer potion on. I always put on eye primer. I don't necessarily think that you have to put it on with Colorpop shadows, because they are very pigmented and they just like kind of get on your lid and stay. But I do like to put primer on. I feel like it just helps it stay a little bit better. Okay, so we have that going on, and Cornelius is a little bit warmer than what I normally put in my crease, but I really wanted to just kind of use as many of these shadows in this palette that I could. The set, I guess I need to call it set and not a palette. So I'm going to be using this beautiful kind of gold here. This is Blaze, which that is a cool name, Blaze. So lots of see. I'm going to also take another BH Cosmetic brush. I just really like, these are like synthetic brushes, so I really like that for this one. And this one is a metallic. So I'm going to put this on my lid, but I'm not going to take it over all the way. I'm actually going to put another color here. So take it over to have like 1/3 of your eyelid left, and then go to the end of your eyelid this way. So Colorpop shadows can be put on with brushes, as you see I'm doing here. Some of them kind of lose their intensity, and you can like kind of dip your finger in them and like pat them on. I'm not a person that loves having to use their finger in shadows, but for certain shades in Colorpop I will. But these seem to work fine with the brushes. So next up I'm going to be using another Colorpop shadow, but it's not in this set. This is an I Heart This. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Just going to be using a Wet n Wild brush. I'm going to pick up some of this color. This is a light, like a goldy, taupey kind of shade. It's very, very unique. You could use this as a lid color or even like a highlight color. And I'm going to be putting this in that 1/3 of lid space that we did not use up. And I'm also going to take it down and put it kind of like in the inner corner area. This one I may have to pick up a little bit with my fingers because this one does tend to lose a little bit of intensity with a brush. Actually, I'm going to take my pinky finger, so this is such a little area, and I'm just going to kind of dot that there, just because I do want that just a little bit more intense than I was getting with that brush. So I'm going to put this also in my inner corner, and since it is my pinky, it's not putting much pressure on my eye, so that is kind of why I don't like using my fingers, because you can really just like brrr on your eye. Well, brushes are going to be softer. Okay. I think that is pretty, and then I'm going to take the same brush that I did with the gold, and I'm going to kind of join those together, just blend them into each other a little bit. Okay, and you see how like that just creates like beautiful kind of like lighter space there, makes it more glammy. I'm going to be using two Makeup Geek shadows. I'm going to be using Mocha and Shimma Shimma. So I'm going to grab Mocha, which is a beautiful like chocolatey brown, just so pretty. I'm going to be using a Wet n Wild brush. I'm just going to pick up some of the Mocha, and this is going to be my outer V. This look is going to be simple, it's going to be easy to achieve, but it is going to be just beautiful and glamorous. And that's kind of what I like to do. I like to do looks that everybody can achieve. Like some of you may have to practice more than others, but it's simple and you can do it. And if you mess up, so what? It's just makeup. You'll wipe it off and you try again. Do you see how you can still see like a little bit of Cornelius right there? That's kind of what you want with your pointing tool. You want to be able to see it just kind of on top. It just adds a little bit more dimension to your look. That is Cocoa, and now we're going to use Shimma Shimma. I need to get a palette for my Makeup eyeshadows. I do not have one. This is a beautiful, beautiful highlight color. I'm going to take an EcoTools brush. This is so pigmented. Okay, here we go. Woo! Pretty. Look at that shine. Woo, girls. A little bit in my inner corner. Even though I do have I Heart This there, just we want it glamtastic. I'm going to be taking this Maybelline Lasting Drama pencil. It's waterproof gel pencil, and I'm trying to see what the color is. In Glazed Coffee. This is a beautiful, beautiful color, and I'm just going to line my lower lash line with this all the way over until you get to where you have the I Heart This. Just going to take an angled brush and just blend this out a little bit. I'm going to be taking Glaze again on the same little angled brush and just picking that up, and I'm going to go kind of underneath and onto this color just to kind of gold it up a little bit. So next I'm going to be doing a winged liner and my mascara. I don't think I'm going to show you this on camera. Woo! There's nothing that says glam to me than a wing and some beautiful lashes. I did not put eyelashes on today. I did do like a few good coats of mascara. I just, you know, I don't do false lashes all the time. So here we go. Let's do some cheeks. I actually got 3 different Colorpop options to kind of try to decide what I want to use. One is Prenup, which is one of my favorites. It's kind of more neutral. This one is Sticky Sweet, which is a gorgeous kind of purpley cranberry-y tone. very kind of tempted to use that, but I almost think that it would be better around Thanksgiving. And then Pegacorn, which is this beautiful kind of like hot pink color, which may be a little too pink actually. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go with Prenup, which is kind of like a pinky orangey toned neutral. And the reason why I'm going for that is because my eyes are kind of bold. Even though they're neutral colors, they're bold, they're sparkly. I have a big wing, and I'm going to do some dark purple lips. So I'm going to go ahead and use this kind of more neutral shade. Favorite way to put on Colorpop blushes is with a small duo fiber brush. This one is I think it is a 110 brush. Mine is almost like wiped off where you can't tell, but it's small, so it gets right where you want it, and it does have a little bit of flexibility, which it picks up a good amount of product. I don't like to put them on with my fingers because I feel like with the blushes you kind of see the finger marks. So this is definitely going to be like a more neutral, natural blush. I already do have on contour though. But this will give your face a little bit of color without overpowering. You don't want everything on your face. Like if you have bold eyes, you don't want bold cheeks and bold lips. You can kind of do two bold things. Now, with that being said, I don't always follow the rules, so don't think you have to. If you want bold everything, do bold everything, because sometimes I will. Yeah, that was Prenup, and I did put a little bit in my temple area. Next up, more Colorpop. This is Colorpop highlighter and spoon. I had a little trouble opening. Very, very kind of a champagne-y gold with glitter. So that's one reason why I did go with a more neutral blush, because I knew I was doing a glitter highlight. I do like to use my fingers for the highlights. The only thing to remember about the Colorpop highlights is, unlike everything else from Colorpop, their eyeshadow, their blush, the highlighters do not kind of dry and stay in place. So you will kind of get where they may be on other parts of your face. I don't necessarily mind if I have glitter, you know, magically other places sometimes. That's fine. And last but not least is lipstick. I wanted to use as much Colorpop in this look as I could, and so this is the color Leather. Y'all know I love a good purple lip, and I thought this was dark and vampy enough to be glamorous. So here we go. I love that. I think it's gorgeous. I do really like their lippy sticks. I kind of found that I am enjoying liquid lipstick much more than traditional lipsticks, so I haven't been using them as much this summer, but I think they're gorgeous. And what's cool is it can kind of, what is cool is that even though they do have lip pencils, you can kind of get by with just using the lippy stick and kind of using the side top here to outline, although I do really like their lip pencils too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I think it's really, really just a pretty glam, and even like I'm not going to be doing anything. I'm just going to be like chillaxing at home. I still love it, and you want to look pretty sometimes just to be at home. So I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to ask me questions, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that button down below. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.